Hello, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma, where our team specializes in investment real estate and residential property. I just did one about the topsy-turvy world of rates, interest rates, mortgage rates. And it has been that way here since September, and it's going to be going further into this year and even maybe next year. But the next thing that I talked about is January 20th. And I hope this doesn't sound political. Maybe it does. Maybe everything is political these days. But the new administration takes place on January 20th. That's when the executive branch with President Trump are inaugurated. And so one thing that he's talked about is having hundreds of executive orders on day one. Now, if we look at campaign promises, basically we have a couple of big deals here, or actually three big deals, one of which is mass deportation. The second is tariffs, and the third is tax cuts. Now, a lot of campaign promises are made by a lot of politicians, but then economic reality sets in. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But let's think about this for a minute. All right, in the United States, we have a lot of out-of-country workers. Now, some of them are certainly legal. They're on visas, they're on green cards. But we have a tremendous amount of people that are here that are not legal. Now, what's interesting about these people is they're in the oil fields. They're building houses, they're putting on roofs, they're doing landscaping, they're cleaning houses, among other things. All right, this is what they basically do. They pick vegetables and fruit. So they're paying taxes, they're paying Social Security, which, by the way, they'll never get. But these people have jobs that nobody else wants and nobody else will do. I'm in real estate, promise you. If you go and see a house and you see somebody other than a Mexican American, it's not often. So this is what we're wondering about. Are they going to spend $100 billion a year, which is the estimated cost for the next 4 years for sure, in terms of deporting people and what's going to happen at that situation? Economic reality is these are essential workers, but we'll see what happens. But prices can go up if they're gone. So in other words, labor costs are going to go up. Houses are not going to be built as quickly. And so if you're an independent builder and you've got to pay 4 months extra in rates to the bank, waiting for that house to be done, you're going to raise the prices. So we're worried a bit about that, exactly what's going to happen. Please, the criminals, people that should not be here, fine. But these are other people that we really need to be concerned about, because it can affect your ability to have fruits and vegetables or to get your house done on time. Now, second is tariffs. Now, yes, some money does come into the government for this, but the big part of this is paid for by the importer. So let's say it's 25%. That importer is not going to take a 25% cut in his profits or his ability to stay in business. So what he's going to do is going to take that 25%, he's going to add 5%, and you're paying 30% more. Think about a $1,000 TV, add $300, or if it's coming from China, which typically it does, double that, and see if that affects the ability of the American public to pay for these things. So, and this comes in all sorts of ways. I mean, it can be just any number of things that can cause you to have to spend more money. Finally, is tax cuts. So if we cut taxes for corporations more, say down to 15%, less money is coming in to the government. We have to float more treasuries. And what that means is that we have to raise the rates in order to get that greater volume of treasuries to support the deficit, which will increase. And so that is inflationary. The end result, the thing that I'm worried about, especially in my business, is interest rates. Because you saw this in the last 2 years. If you're going to fight inflation, you got to control the money supply, you've got to raise the rates, and then what do you have? So let's see what happens on the 20th and after. Hopefully economic reality will set in. People who should be here will find a way to stay. People who shouldn't be here that are gone, but somehow things don't get a lot more expensive and rates don't rise.